We're happy to have you, and we're ready to go, sir.
Thank you so much, Don. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Pradeep Menon, and I'm actually going to be your co host for tonight, actually explaining a very, very important module, which is how to get started and a basic induction introducing you to the Renown Global family. I've actually been fortunate, I would say. I've been a part of this wonderful company pretty much from the beginning, and I've actually seen this company is a very, very generous company. However, the plan is very exciting. But the question is, how big can we all dream? This is basically a beginner's kit, and I would like you to go through this one by one, slide by slide. I will explain everything. And once we are done with the presentation, if there are any questions anybody would like to ask, you can surely feel free to ask. Now, this is a special induction, keeping a 90 days action plan, trying to help each and every one of you to change your lives forever with a program that's bigger than life. And we call this program the Renown Global Plan, right? Now, how do you get started? The very first thing I want each and everyone to do who's on this call is think big. Everybody has to think big. Now, it doesn't take cost anybody any money to think big. So everybody got to think big, start small, and learn fast. Because the faster you learn our business, you'll understand how simple this business is to follow, because we have a ready-made system, a system that is already pre-built, the system that's actually designed to help each and every one of you make wonderful health for you and your family and wonderful wealth for you and your family. Okay. Now, the very first four steps of success. Now, once you join the business, okay, that's only step one. What next? Step two is learning the business. If you're not going to learn on how to do the business and become independent, you are going to see success, but you're not going to be very, very successful. So, the four simple steps of success. Step one, join the business. Step two, start learning the business. And as you're learning the business, start teaching the business to your team, your downlines, and your family members. Teach them the business. And most important after that is achieve levels. Because the word success, it loves speed. The faster you actually move, the more you're going to actually fall in love with this program called Renown Global. Now, once that actually happens, everybody out here needs to make a list, which is called prosperity list. Now, what is a prosperity list? A list of friends and family who you would like to either share the opportunity or share the products with. Everybody has a prosperity list. Now, you want to divide the prosperity list into zones. The very first zone is influential zone. What is influential zone? People who are influenced by you, right? You could be a pastor, you could be a teacher, you could be a senior manager for a company, and a lot of people look up to you. That is your influential zone. You have to write down. Don't tell me the numbers are there on the phone. It doesn't work that way. You have to write it down. Then you actually write down all the people in your hot circle. What's your hot circle? These are people who you know very well. You at least speak to them twice or thrice a month, every month. You call these people whether there's a reason or there's no reason. You remember their birthdays, you remember their anniversary. These are close people. They are also called the hot circle. And last but not the least is the warm contacts. And what are warm contacts? Again, people who you know, but you're not in touch with them that regularly, but you are in touch with them, right? And then approach cold contacts right in the last, right? Now these are strangers who you don't know. So you approach them right in the end. But you need to actually mix your prosperity list with influential, hot, warm. Cold is the last priority of your list. Now once you have done that, Remember, this is a business and you need to dedicate time to your business. A 9 to 5 job can never, ever, ever make you rich. If you're going to follow the 40, 40, 40 rule, working 40 hours a week for 40 years in a row, for 40% of the potential of your income, you are sure to struggle big time in life. Well, you will have worked for 40 years, but you would not have really achieved a lot of your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, right? Living with a loan or credit cards, having a lot of bills to pay, worried about every bill that actually comes in the mailbox is not a good feeling. I know everything about how that feeling is because everybody, or once upon a time, I personally myself, I was living from one bill to another bill. And all I was trying to do was pay the bills, but I never could enjoy life. That's not fun, right? And you got to communicate with your upline, with your team on a daily basis, right? You got to show up daily, right? Even if it is just for 1 hour, 2 hours a day, that's not a problem. Communication is key, and showing up daily is definitely a key. Once you do that, you need to grow your conviction about our industry. You need to grow your conviction about our company. Please understand this. People do not buy your product, they buy your conviction. So if you have the world's best product, but if you're not going to have conviction, nobody is going to buy this. So you have to be confident. Very, very confident when you talk to somebody about this business, because this business is not a cheap, sidey business. And as far as the business is concerned, the business has been working. Now, Chief Mel Gill has actually been running this organization for a very, very long time, and he's been a thorough networker for more than 30 years. So, as far as the business is concerned, the business is not on trial, you are on trial. So, we all have to work very hard as a team, trying to prove ourselves as to why we would like to be the next big thing in this business, in this company, and why would we actually do that. Now, have a daily method of operation approach, DMO, right? What's a DMO? Plan yourself daily, right? Okay, today I'm going to do this. Tomorrow I'm going to do this. Day after. You need to have a schedule. Because once we have a schedule, what we're trying to do is we are organizing our brain to be more effective. So plan your day, your week ahead of time. So that's going to make you very, very successful. Now, how do we start? Everybody starts with something what's called a dream list or your inner why. You need to identify why are you doing the business. Some people are doing the business to actually pay some bills. Some people are doing the business for your family. You need to identify your why. You need to ask yourself, why are we here? And once you have actually done that, you need to tell yourself, what are the 10 quick things that you'd like to achieve from Renal Global? Everybody, please write this down. It has to be in a book, which is actually called your dream list book, where you have short term, 10 short term dreams, things that you'd like to achieve. Now, basically, what are short term dreams? These are dreams where, you always want it, but you never have the liberty to buy it because you're always on a budget crunch. You go to a store, you go to a shop, you like something, but you can't buy it. When you look at this thing, your heart really wants it, but then you keep asking yourself, can I afford it? And when the brain and the heart tells you you cannot afford it, you keep that thing and just walk away from it. Not because you did not like it, you probably fell in love with it, but you just got rid of it because you could not afford it. 10 short term dreams. Write it down. Now, in the US, these short term dreams can be $200 or $300 or less. Each of them, 10 items. Now, for each dream that you actually write, please mention the, you know, so now let's say you're trying to actually buy a watch. You need to put a cost to it, and you need to put a date to yourself as to by when are you going to achieve this. A dream without a date is daydreaming. When you write your dreams, when you specify as to when you want it, That's when you're actually calling the universe and making it happen. So that's what you do with your 10 short-term dreams, right? The next is 10 midterm dreams. Midterm dreams are what you would like to actually achieve from this business in the next 6 to 18 months. It could be things like getting rid of a loan, buying a small car, fixing some things in the house, whatever it means to you and your family. Those are 10 midterm dreams. Last but not the least, the next is the 10 long-term dreams. Now, normally your midterm dreams would cost you anywhere between $500 to $2,000 or $2,500, right? It could probably stretch to five to $6,000, right? Those are midterm dreams, but you need to specify as soon as possible as to what you would want in your midterm dreams. Your long-term dreams are your aspirations that you actually like to take away from this business. It could probably take you anywhere from 3 years to 5 years, but a lot of people are going to do it a lot faster in Renault Global because we are a very, very generous plan. So the identifying the dream list and writing your inner why is very, very important because once you have actually done this, working with you becomes also very, very easy, right? Now, if you think it, ink it. Now, I'm saying 10 short term, 10 midterm, 10 long term as a minimum. But if somebody in this room is creative and they want to actually have 12, go for it. 15, go for it. If Don, you can actually list 20, go for it. Keep going for it. If you think it, ink it. If your heart has ever desired for it, go for it, right? Share it with your upline, share it with your coach, share it with your team. Tell them this is what I would like to achieve. So what can we do as a team to actually achieve this? Because this is very, very important, right? When you know what you're actually playing for, when you know what you want to actually achieve, life becomes very, very simple. Now, once you have actually done this, make a game plan and stick to it till you win. Now, what actually happens when people actually join a network marketing business? They think it's like a lottery scheme because as soon as they join the business, now they're expecting millions and millions out of it. Well, for the millions to flow, you need to have $1 million mindset. Please note this: having a penny mindset cannot give you $1 million. You need to have $1 million mindset to become a millionaire. And having a mindset is absolutely free. So it's up to you. And maintain a book because you are the only person who can actually check your progress. You're the only one who knows whether you have done it. Now let's take a small example. Let's take a short-term dream. Let's say you want to actually pay for gas every month from this business, right? And you're actually paying somewhere close to, let's say, $300, $400 worth of petrol or gas every single month. When you actually write that down and you write monthly, and when you achieve that, what you should do is you should go ahead and tick, saying that this is done. Because when you tell the brain that you've already done one step, it's very, very happy, motivates you to go to the second step and approach and get you to do more, right? Now, step number two. Once you've done that, you need to play a game within your team. And this game is a very, very simple game. It's a memory jogging exercise, which is actually called Who Do You Know? Okay, so let me give you a small example. Our product is very, very elaborated, right? And we can actually target different people from different walks of life, different people, right? So the question is, who do you know? So it's a very, very simple game. uh, Don, can you actually unmute yourself?
Yes, I'm unmuted.
Great. Now, Don, I'm going to actually play a small game with you called Who Do You Know? Okay. So I'm going to throw a question and I'm going to say start. You're going to think and write down some names, whoever you know, who can actually uh, Who comes in your mind as far as the question that's going to ask you? Do you understand how the game goes?
Understand. I
Okay.
understand.
Okay, so the first question is, who do you know who's looking for some extra income in their life? Start. Anybody? Everybody,
Nor-
right now. Who do you know?
Dr. Norman Brown.
Who do you know who's looking for some extra income in their life? Right?
Dr. Brown.
Okay, keep writing. No, no, keep writing. Keep writing.
O-
Till the time I say stop.
Okay.
Okay, stop. Now, Don, how many names have you written?
I wrote 5 names.
Fantastic. Now, these are the 5 names you're going to actually approach with the who do you know methodology. Is that clear?
Yes.
Now, again, everybody in the room, who do you know who's actually facing a health challenge where you feel Black MP Living Water is actually going to help them? Who do you know? Stop. Who do you know who's from Sacramento, California? Start. Who do you know who lives in Florida? Start. So when you start playing this name, who do you know? You automatically prepare a good, beautiful list. A list of easy 100, 200, 300 people. Every person. And do it as a team because it is fun. Now, Don, I would go with the assumption that you're the upline for this group.
Yes.
Right. So if you're the upline, you have a score. Let's say your list is 150 people. But when
Okay.
TJ says his list is 200, what you got to do is add that to your number. As in, Don's number is 150, TJ's number is 200. So now Don's new number is 350. And when you
350.
start doing list building add up, very soon you'd realize having a small team of 10, 15 people, who do you know? The answer is more than 1,200 people. And that is the magic of this business. And that is the magic of this game. Who do you know? Right? Now, once you
Mhm.
actually have done who do you know with your downline, okay, you got to keep doing this. And this list building has to happen weekly because every week we actually meet new people. So when you meet new people, add them to the list. You can do it by geography, you can do it by city, you can do it by healthcare, you can do it by Black MP, you could be, who do you know who's got a bad immune system, who do you know who's got a bad digestive system, who do you know who's got a lot of, who's got a weight loss issue. You can actually do this and elaborate it. And the faster you play this, it's not only interesting, it's it's easy to do list building as a team. Now, once you've actually done that, the next thing that you all need to do is remember you need to do something called PS3. And this is the golden formula. This is invented by Chief Mel Gill. And ever since he taught me this, I've been doing this daily. And this golden formula is called PS3. Now, what does P stands for? P stands for peak. When I say peak, you need to make people interested about the business, about the product, or anything about the company. And you got to peak daily. The more you peak, the more excited your friends, your family, your relatives, your known people get. So you got to peak. Once you got a peak and they are interested, next thing you know, you invite them to see the opportunity, you invite them to see the plan. And as soon as they come and see the plan, and as soon as the plan is over, you need to invite them on a 3-way closing with an upline, with a friend, and help them decide to join the business right here, right now. Because sometimes people have a couple of questions and then they can get started. So you got to answer those questions and get them started. Initially, we have these global Zooms where we invite you for these Zooms, but eventually, please understand, you need to get independent to do this yourself, right? And I ask myself this question, and I ask all my team members just one simple question: how many prospects did you pick today? Because please understand, piquing the interest of the prospect is a daily method of operation. And the more you pick, the more prospects you have. So getting a sign up or getting a new member to the family becomes very, very easy. Now, this is an action plan checklist, right? If you want to take a picture, you can take a picture, but if I were you, I would write everything down, right? Step one is decide. Each and every one of you out here on this call, I know you've joined the business, but you decide how seriously you're going to do the business because you are your own boss. The good news and bad news about our industry is the good news is we don't have a boss. The bad news is we don't have a boss because nobody's out there monitoring your progress. You are responsible for your success. You need to monitor your success, right? So, step one is decide. Once you decide, sit with yourself, sit with your family, make that dream list. Making that dream list is very, very important. Once you make that dream list, you got to play who do you know with yourself. Play this daily. Make that list. You need to have roughly 150 to 200 people on that list. But don't tell yourself, I'm going to start only after I reach 200. Don't do that. Because you keep playing who do you know, you find new names, and all those names are either on your Facebook or on your phone. But if it's on your phone, it's no good. Write it on a piece of paper. And then step four is ABC, which means action brings cash. And these four steps is all what you need to do. And that is basically your DMO, which stands for Daily Method of Operation. Now, what everybody should just remember is one simple step. Everyone should focus on becoming a team builder. What's a team builder? When you have one on the left, one on the right, it's the team builder. It's the first level in our business, and according to me, is the biggest level in our business, right? Now, me and my team, we call this the T2B2 phenomenon. What does it mean? Teach two to bring two. T2B2. Very simple. So, your core focus should be becoming a team builder and creating more team builders in your team. And as soon as you've done that, you are now ready for a very, very magical move. I would want everybody to focus on this next slide. I mean, how many people in this room really believe in magic? Right? Seriously, how many people believe in magic? Is there anyone who believes in magic? And if anybody believes in magic, please unmute yourself and tell me that you believe in magic. Is there anyone?
I believe in math.
You believe in magic, Karen? That's fantastic. Now, all you got
Yes.
to do is focus on this one slide for the next 5 minutes because everything that anybody wants in their life can be achieved from this one slide. Now, I've got a graph made up here, and I'm saying time versus signups, right? Now, the first one says one. This could be 1 hour, this could be 1 day, this could be 1 week, that could be 1 month. But please don't make it more than a month. If you're serious, try to do that in 1 week. When it says time one, try to become a team builder, which means two signups in 1 week. Now, is it possible to do a team builder in 1 week? Yes, it is. 7 days is a lot of time to become a team builder. Push yourself, become a team builder. Do what it takes. No excuses, get the job done. Now, let's say I become a team builder, right? And I have two friends. I have Don, I have Hanno. These are my two friends, and these are my two friends who I have referred in the first week. and I've had 2 signups. Week number 2, what am I going to do? I'm going to work with Don. I'm going to work with Hanno, making sure they become a team builder, which is very, very simple. At the same time, teach Don and teach Hanno, work with them dedicated 7 days a week. So if I show dedication, passion, if I'm working with Hanno and Don for a week, do you think it's possible they will hit a team builder? Yes, they will. So what have they done?
Yeah.
They have done exactly. Now what happens now? We've got 4 new people who have just joined our team. Week number
Yes.
three, work with these 4 people. Just with these 4 people. Now week number 3, how many people are going to work with 4 people? 3 people. I'm gonna be there. Don is gonna be there, and Hanno, you're gonna be there. The three of us work with 4 people. Is it possible? Yes, it is. The minute that happens, week 3 gets
Yeah.
over, we've got 8 new people. You repeat this process week after week, where everybody is just becoming a team builder. What you're going to actually experience is magic. Because what's going to happen is once you actually hit this time 5, which is a team of 32 people, slowly, you are going to see the so called power of duplication. And hypothetically, in 12 weeks, you should be able to do 12 steps. And if you do that, your team size is 8,190 people. And if you do that, you're going to make roughly $250,000 or 245,700 US dollars from this project in 90 days. So my question to each and everyone on this call is going to be, how far are you willing to stretch to make 245,700 US dollars in 90 days? Right? If you get there, great. Even if you don't do that in 12 weeks, imagine in a year from today, all of you have 245,700 US dollars cash in your pocket. Are you happy? Would people in this room
Yes.
would people remember this training? That hey,
Yes.
we didn't do it in 3 months, but we comfortably reached there in 1 year. Because getting to this money is very, very easy. But you're not going to do there if you're not going to believe the magic. You're not going to get there if you don't follow the basics of our business, right? Every person out here, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. And that's what Walt Disney said. So, all of you on this call, please have the courage to pursue whatever dream that you actually have. Okay, this is basically a 90 days blitz plan. Please take a picture of this photograph. If you have a Facebook profile, slap this picture on Facebook, asking your friends out there on Facebook, get ready to change your life in 90 days. If you're ready, ask me how. This is a 90 days blitz plan because if you actually look at this, when you say 12 weeks is 90 days. But my only question to each and every one on this call is how far are you willing to stretch yourself? Are you ready to sacrifice 90 days to get to whatever you have written on that dream list? Right? Now, I always end every presentation with this slide. I tell myself and I tell my team every single day, a lot can happen in 1 year from today. You're not going to see magic in your life if you don't believe in magic. So start believing in magic. A lot can happen in a year from today. I can do it. I will do it. As a team, we can do it. We will do it. Right? And thank you so much. And that is the